G'day guys and welcome to Warcraft News. I do apologise for the little bit of a delay. Long story short, I hurt my back and I've been sort of in bed to my chair for the last sort of week and a half, 2 weeks, and if I can't smile in these videos, there's no point making them. So let's just get straight into the news. So the good thing for me is that there hasn't been a huge amount of news that's come out through the week. Obviously, there's been updates and characters have been nerfed a little bit in the alpha notes and stuff like that. But again, there's no real point in sort of keeping up to date with these until we get a little bit closer. Like once the beta comes out, then it's the time to really start to notice what's going on. Otherwise, it's just all maths. And I know math doesn't lie, but the real application of the characters versus the math, they always tend to come out a little bit different. So we'll keep an eye on that. So with other news, Blizzard come out and said that they've been reviewing, you know, a couple of different things, and the player experience, especially in Britain, in through Europe, and it appears that you guys weren't paying enough for like everything, so Blizzard has raised the prices up for you guys. So I don't know what they were thinking with that. I mean, it cost enough as it is anyway. So yeah, so there's that. Everything's gotten more expensive for you guys. I'm sorry, but that's Blizzard. Something interesting did happen throughout these last couple of weeks, and Blizzard come out and said that there's not going to be any TEIR gear through the LFR. I actually think this is good. I hate the LFR at the best of times anyway. I don't even do it while I'm drunk. I just dislike it. It's like the League, all the MOBA communities just all put in together, and it's just a big clusterfuck. And I don't like the LFR. I don't like the concept. I don't like anything about it. So, apart from it does teach people how to do the fights, and as a former raid leader and in charge of a couple guilds, that is probably the best aspect of it, but I'm not a big fan. So, yeah, no TEIR gear in the LFR in Warlords of Draenor. So I've had 2 episodes since I've last made my last video. Now, episode 3 was crap, episode 2 was crap, episode 1 wasn't too bad. I was really excited once I saw these episodes, the series come out, and I thought this was going to be really good. It turns out it's really the other way around. Like, these first 3 videos, the first one wasn't too bad, but the 2 and 3 were rubbish. It's fabricated drama, it's just bullshit. You don't get to see any of the fabrication of the bikes or anything, the thought process behind it. It was rubbish, and I was pretty much ready just to wipe it off. Episode 4, which came out this week, it wasn't too bad. It was a little bit longer. It wasn't like super short, and you actually did get to see some of the process behind some of the fabrication. So hopefully it does start heading towards more that way. Because if you look at the comments on episode 3, I haven't had a chance to look at episode 4 comments yet. But if you look at the comments for episode 3, it's just them saying the same things. It's fabricated bullshit. Nobody wants any of that crap. You know, maybe the days of our lives, but that's not the demographic that they're aiming for right now. So yeah, hopefully they continue on the trend to show us more about the fabrication and the thought process in behind what they're going to do. So yeah, the other thing is, I think that they're going to get both bikes in anyway, because neither of them are a motorbike. One's a trike and the other one's a snowmobile. So yeah, that's the other thing. There's the tracks for the front and back for the Alliance bike. It's a freaking snowmobile. I don't know. What's your thoughts on the series, guys? I'm genuinely interested to know. Drop a comment down below. Also, on a quick note, some of the crafted armor has been released. Now, I've got a link down below to adriacraft.net. He, she, they keep up with a lot of it, and it's a lot easier to read, a lot easier to see. So if you want to check any of that stuff out, link, as with everything else, will be in the description down below. This next thing we're going to talk about could be a little bit controversial, and I think I agree with it. If you have been in Alliance in the last probably 2 years doing a Battleground, it always seems like the Horde managed to get 3 or 4 healers, and it's just about an impossible task to win the Battleground. Now, a lot of this is because of the class mechanics, the balance system that Blizzard brought in. But the thing is that it's you, the player, or us, the players, that have been fucking it up, to put it bluntly. Now, why do I say this? Well, when you select, tank, healer, or DPS, and then you queue, then what's happening is that people will go for a healer. Maybe they've queued up with a couple of friends and they've got one other healer with them. They're like, oh, my friend's really good at healing. That, he'll just heal us and we're all good. So now when he gets into that battleground, he's now a DPS where the healers, and so forth and so forth. So what Blizzard are doing is that if you queue for a spec, then you're going to be stuck to that spec for that battleground. Now, you'll be able to swap and change per battleground per time that you queue. So I don't know what you guys think, but I think this is a good thing. So hopefully this alleviates some of the imbalances that there are inside the battlegrounds at the moment, because it's just not a fun experience at the moment to play Battlegrounds. There's literally no point as an alliance going in to play the objective, because 95% of other people just don't care, and there's just an imbalance in the game. So I think this is a good step forward to try and get the games to be balanced in a more equal setting. So who knows? The Horde might even be able to win Alterac Valley once in a while. So again, I really want to hear your thoughts on this one, guys. So that is all we have for this week. It's always sharp, punchy videos. It's how I like it, guys. So remember to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, guys. And as always, I shall see you next week.